Mill Serp Garage. All right, went to a show recently, acquired some books, and they are awesome. So I had to show you guys this stuff. NRA Illustrated Firearms Assembly Handbook. These are all like early 60s. Firearms Assembly 2, the NRA Guide to Handguns, enlarged and revised from the pages of the American Rifleman. NRA Illustrated Firearms Handling Handbook, and Collecting the Edged Weapons of the Third Reich, Volume 1. I thought this was going to be like an expensive book. I might have paid $8 for it, something like that. And it's like these glossy pages and these types of books. I really thought if I looked, I was going to look and see. Oh, what is this? There's like stock papers or something. Nice book. But it's really not a crazy expensive book. If you look for it on eBay, it's not that bad, and it's an excellent book. If you're into the edged weapons, I would definitely check it out. For me, it's not really that big of a collector thing for me, but man, it sure is interesting. There's a lot of interesting stuff in there. Now, the NRA Illustrated Handling Handbook. Was poking around in this one. It's interesting. You don't often see books like this. It's kind of like it starts off like from square one, handling bolt-action rifles. Just basically what's what. Definitely a good book for the beginner or somebody that even knows a little bit about guns. But, man, you can tell that these people know what they're talking about here, that there's a lot of experience. Just from the little things they talk about, you pick up I have some experience, and I'm reading through this book and I'm picking out things here where I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, did not know that. That's pretty cool. Yep, there you go. Never thought of that. A lot of that kind of stuff. And this just basically tells you a lot of the just nomenclature and just the basics of the different types of actions. Semi-automatic, pump, slide action rifles, revolvers. Each one has its own little, their own ways of handling them safely and functioning properly. There's the old Model 50, tells you all the tricks for getting the pin out of the Model 51. We've been through this. We've done that. I can tell that these guys have real world experience that are writing these books. Here's the guide to handguns. This is like all the stuff, like every gun in here we've done a video on. It's amazing. They're definitely right in our window right there, So this one's got some pistols. It's got some long guns here too. This is right in the realm of what I love reading about. This one kind of it fell apart a little bit. It's this kind of books that have like string that actually holds them together. And but no big deal. Some separated pages. I think all together, the guy might have charged me $30 for all 4 of these. You know what I mean? I think it was even less than that. But I just wanted to show you one thing. This is how, look at the Whitney. You know about the Whitney? Forgotten Weapons does a nice video on the Whitney. It's an interesting gun. It's like 50s. Look at it. Looks like a Buck Rogers pistol, right? Well, right over here. Well, where is it actually? It's right here somewhere. Now I'm not going to be able to find it. We're looking for the N.R.A. There it goes. This is how I know these guys know what they're talking about. We did the N.R.A. One of the things that we noticed about the N.R.A. was... See, I'm grabbing it here to cycle it. One of the things that we noticed about it was the magazine. It was kind of interesting in the respect that rounds flew out of it all over the place. Pretty sure that was the one. Well, you could see here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is how you know these guys are not fooling around. They know exactly what they're talking about here. So I like this, that for the gun write-ups, it'll have the magazine. It'll talk about the magazine. Okay? And they break down little things that they say. You know they know what they're talking about. See how they're talking about over here? Excuse me. Woo! They're talking about over here. It's that little cut. And, you know, there it is right there. Exactly what they're talking about. That little cut in the end of the magazine. This is how to identify it. Plus, they're talking about the slit back there. Not just identifying it, but then down here. Let's get down here a little bit. The follower is stamped from sheet steel and resembles that of other common magazines, but the feed lips are somewhat weaker than most, since the wide bolt clearance notch at the top of the back strap does not leave any metal for support. And they're talking about back here. This wide gap doesn't leave much metal for support. And right where they're talking about, it's right where we had the follower and a bunch of rounds shoot out of the top of the magazine. Amazing that they're actually pointing out in here an exact occurrence. It's kind of like when detectives withhold a valuable piece of information to like a murder investigation, just so that if they get somebody that knows that piece of information, they know that they're not lying, you know, that they know that they're telling the truth. It's kind of like I get a feel here. You could read plenty of things where they just describe the size of it, the weight of it, exactly what it looks like. It has a screw there, the side plate comes off here. These guys discussed the removable side plate here, which I never even covered in my video, but you can see the seam that runs along here and along here. So this screw, and I guess behind, where is it? No, I guess that would be it. This one, and this whole side plate could come off where you could access the sear and everything. Pretty cool. And it also shows how, remember, we struggled a little bit with this design here, where you have to push this ring in here, and then the barrel lifts up and off. They described doing it here in a vise, holding this part in a vise and pushing it with a screwdriver, which would work really well. That would work really well. I kind of like to devise the tool out of a pen cap to do it. But you know that they're doing this. I mean, they're hands-on here. They're finding out the same things I'm finding out. They struggled with this. They're showing a proper way. Rounds flew out of their magazine. They're saying that the lips are weak. I know they know. I know they've played with it. I'm 100% sure. And, right. That's how cool these are. Lots of information. Lots of cool guns. Lots of interesting stuff. The N.R.A. Firearms Assembly Handbook 1 and 2. Plus the Handling Handbook. If you could find these anywhere, pick them up. I give them 9.5 stars. And the other half a star is because I don't have the full set. So I'm jealous. I'll see you later.